Alright, let's go. Today is an exciting day. Man, I can't believe Tesla right now is it's rocketing. It's going to the moon, man. That's crazy. They close at 442.79 per share. The highest it has been was 488. So it is exciting. And I truly believe at the end of this year they're gonna blast through 600 per share. Alright, so we're just going home right now. Man, it's crazy. 442. The last highest per share was like 488. That was just this year actually. Oh man, it's been a long day at work. Holy. Okay, so anyways, man, 442, I'll take it any day. So yeah, so there has been some news that robotaxi is expanding more. I believe somewhere in California, and there's a lot different parts of California basically, and I can't wait till they come here in Florida, man. I'll be the first to apply for, anyway, by the way, you can download the app now for robotaxi, where you can, once they're available to your state, you can apply to use the robotaxi basically. And I can't wait till they come here in Florida. Whew, man, you don't know how it feels like all the research, all the aches and pain from looking at the chart, looking at the price. It keeps going down and you don't know what to do, because you don't understand why it keeps going down when the company is like performing. Sometimes they say the stock market is a weighing machine, something like that, and at the end is I forgot who said that. It was like Warren Buffett. But anyways, in short, you just have to have patience. You do your due diligence, you do all your research. Don't look at the noise, because everything right now, what happened to Tesla in the past few months was all noise. And I mentioned it on my past videos as well. You look at the signal. You look at the signal, you look at the company, how they're doing, and all they've been doing is like they're just growing like crazy. The robotaxi, Elon buying 1 billion worth of shares. If a CEO of a company buy a share of its own company, that's like bullish. It's like a big sign that he knows something. And right now the most, how do you call this, the most nearest catalyst is the robotaxi, and that's just the beginning. Imagine this, when robotaxi, or they call it the safety driver, is taken out of, they're gonna take that out. It's just basically just the car driving itself. That's gonna be another big catalyst for the stock too. And I can't wait for that. I think they're ready, but you know what? Elon is just being, safe. Because, as you know, Tesla is very, a controversial stock. One mistake, it's gonna be everywhere in the media, because they don't like this. They don't like, the CEO of the company. And, I don't understand. They don't advertise. It's probably why, because most of the, like other car companies, they advertise at their channel and they pay them, so that's probably why. But Tesla, as you guys know, they don't advertise, so they don't pay any media company to advertise their company. Everything is done by the a word of mouth basically. Elon said, if you like the company, everybody's gonna buy it. So, hey, you know what, man? I know I'm out of breath. Yeah, I'm using their product right now. It's driving itself. Where can you find that? And it's giving me a huge advantage because I can see that their product is working. I can see that the car is working. It's driving itself. And this is just version 13.2.9. All these cars around me, they don't know that this car is driving right now. It's just a floodgate. Once that happens, it's gonna be parabolic. Once everybody knows about Tesla driving itself, and once robo-taxi is on, you gotta be ready. If you're a Tesla investor and you know you were there from the beginning, congratulations, man. We're gonna be going to the moon. Oh yeah, that is so crazy. It's easy for me right now, like when I was buying Tesla stock when it was down, and for me I was like, why is it down? You know, everything is doing so good with Tesla. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna keep buying. I was buying it when it was in the lowest I bought it when it was like 170, 180, and then in the 200s, 220s, I was buying it over my average. And I was just, you know what, don't listen to the noise. You look at the signal, and the signal is the company is growing. And Elon bought 1 billion, right, worth of shares. I have a feeling, just a hunch, that somebody, either Elon bought another billion of shares, or a big institutional guy bought a lot of shares this week. And I can't wait to find that out when, you know, it comes out to the public. Either Elon bought another shares, a billion of shares, or a big institutional. You know what? Do you think it would be Warren Buffett? That'll be a thought. Because you know why? Was it yesterday? I know it was this week. He sold off all his BYD shares. BYD, as you know, it's another car company in China, and they're selling electric cars. They're selling hybrids, and they're in the category of electric cars, basically, even though they're selling also hybrid. They're a big competitor in China, and also around Asia too. There's a lot of BYDs that you can get because they're cheaper compared to Tesla. Alright, so yeah, so that was a BYD is a cheap EV car company in Asia, in China, basically. But sometimes, you know what, cheap is not always the answer, you know. Sometimes you gotta go with quality too, and I believe Tesla is like that type of company. And yeah, if we keep up this momentum, man, in the next, all the way at the end of the year, we can go up to as high as 600 at the end of this year, and that's my price target for this year. With Elon's pay package, if that one gets approved. By the way, if you guys haven't voted yet, I just got mine today, and I went, you know, I followed X. Her name on X is Alessandra Merch, and it's a detailed explanation why, and you know, I agree with what she put in there. So I'm all for the Elon's package. I'm for it. and buying XAI is one of the biggest thing in the vote. So yeah, Elon is not doing this for money. He said, he posted on X that he's doing this for the safety of AI. You know, if he doesn't have control, like I said before in my last video, if he doesn't have control of the company, at least 25% or more, then he can get kicked out. So you don't want that. You don't want that. Where that happened on Steve Jobs back in Apple days when he was still alive. He got kicked out at first, and then he moved to Pixar, and then he went back to Apple again, because at that time I believe he didn't have enough, you know, voting rights. So that's what Elon wants. He doesn't want the $1 trillion pay package. That guy can live, you know, on what he has now. He doesn't have enough. He doesn't even have to work anymore. But yeah, he just wants AI to be safe, and for that he wants to have at least 25% or more on the voting rights for Tesla. So yeah, an XAI merging together, that's gonna be even huge. So yeah, Tesla good news right now. It just keeps coming, especially for today's market. Today's market was red. Dow Jones, Nasdaq, and then the S&P 500 was down, except Tesla. So this is what happened at the end of this last year, when, you know, that was like every single day Tesla was up like crazy again. But I don't want to make my hopes up, you know. Eventually it's gonna go down again. So, you know, this is my long-term investment, so I don't really care if it goes down and up. But sometimes it's nice to celebrate when it's up. So, and that's what I'm doing now. But yeah, I'm seeing the product. I'm seeing FSD. And oh, there's gonna be a new update next month, hopefully in the next few days or weeks. The FSD 14. If that comes true, if that comes in, man. Right now FSD 13.2.9, it's already amazing. I can't imagine how much it can do on version 14. So man, I'm excited for the future. I'm excited for Tesla. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be great. So anyways guys, just a little bit update today about the stock market, about Tesla, and yeah, we're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep going all the way, you know, ups and downs. We're gonna ride it out, you know. So alright guys, just a little bit update. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. And I talk a lot more mainly on Tesla and my investment thesis, and you know, my conviction about the stock. So alright guys, till next time, peace out.